Hi, everyone. It's Clean Living with Thieves, and I'm Laura, and I'm joined by Melinda and Keely. And we are going to be sharing with you today how we teach about thieves and how this magazine, the Clean Living with Thieves, or Clean Living by Young Living, has inspired our Thieves class. There's so many amazing there's so much amazing information, recipes, all kinds of things in here. So if you have your magazine, you can have it out and start making notes. We also have an entire file for you to be able to add to, pull resources from, to make your own class. Really, what we want to do today is to give you information on how we have taught thieves and how we have helped other people transform their homes to 100% thieves homes, and how you can do the same thing with your own personal stories, and then some of the resources that are free, some very inexpensive resources, and of course, using your magazine as a guide. So we're going to get started, and Melinda is going to start out by telling us why. Why do we even need thieves, Melinda?
Okay. Hi, Melinda. And I'm just going to go over some facts of why you are going to want to clean up your home. So you think about accidental poisonings, infertility is on the rise, cancer rates continue climbing, autoimmune diseases are exploding. So I think it is really, really important that we begin looking at some of those underlying root causes of those issues. And to know personally in our family, that is something I took very seriously about 6 years ago. I'd been a Young Living member for 8 years, but kind of ignored this side of it. I was a happy oiler, but kind of ignored some of the clean living stuff. I mean, I'll be honest. And my oldest was diagnosed with a life-threatening autoimmune disease right after she turned 13. And I went, what in the world? We're fairly clean. Yeah, not so much. So, this is part of my why I'm so passionate about this. But like the National Poison Control Center reports that cosmetics and personal care products lead the list of the most common substances indicated in pediatric poison exposure. Then cleaning substances and pain medications follow. So in 1976, there was a Toxic Substance Control Act that basically grandfathered in an estimated 65,000 to 100,000 chemicals that are currently on our market today that are known carcinogens, endocrine disruptors. There's been very little safety testing on these. Of the chemicals tested, toxic labeling is required and only if 50% or more of the animals tested with a chemical die. So, those 50-50 ratios are pretty horrible if you think about it. Under the Toxic Substance Chemical Control Act, manufacturers are protected by trade secret laws. I'm reading this, that allow them to keep their ingredient lists a secret. So I think, Laura, you're talking next on some of the things that we're going to be looking for in cleaning up our homes. But when I first started doing reading on this, and I'll be honest, when I first started Young Living, like I said, I ignored this. I'm like, this is kind of overwhelming. I just want to learn how to use my oils. I want things to smell better. I was using them very specific ways. This felt overwhelming to me, but it's not. And today we are going to talk about how to keep this super simple for every single one of us, how you do this on a budget, how you clean things up one step at a time, and what to look for and where to start. So, Laura, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you, but that's really the why behind it, personal why, and just the explosion of stuff that we are seeing all around us that is incredibly concerning.
Thank you, Melinda. And I'm flipping around through different handouts here because there's a lot of information now. Everything is clean and green, and you see labeling and marketing, and that's really one thing that we have to be careful about because everything wants to promote itself as clean. Well, what does clean exactly mean? And there's some good apps out there. I know that on our resource page we have the EWG app and the Think Dirty app, or two that you can actually click on and be at the grocery store, wherever you're buying your old cleaning products, you can go into your cabinet and see what you have now and click on that. And that's one thing I love to do in classes is just talk to people about what's in your ingredients. Did you buy it because you like the way it smelled? Did you buy it because your mom used to use it? Did you buy it because it was on sale? Why did you get what you got? And then why do I use these? So when I was first exposed to Young Living, I had a 4-month-old baby who came home from the hospital from being in the NICU. I'm sorry, she was not in the NICU for 4 months, but when I first was exposed to Young Living, she was 4 months old. And so I was always thinking about all the things in her environment. She's crawling on the floor. We're touching the countertops. What are the things that we're putting, what are we specifically, VOCs, the volatile organic compounds that are around us. So look up the ingredients that are in your cleaners. I took the time to look up the ingredients in Thieves. The predominant ingredients in Thieves are water, essential oils, and then there's a little bit of surfactants, which kind of, when we think of cleaners, that's what makes it, kind of gives it the bubbly, kind of gives it the soapy consistency. And so when you're looking for something, you want something that's going to be effective, right? That's going to do a job, but you want it to be safe. And then third, one thing that we know now is we want it to also be safe, not just for our families, but also for the environment. We don't want to be putting stuff out into the water supply that's going to be negatively impacting our environment and our communities. So Thieves Cleaner is one thing that does all of that. Thieves Cleaner has a combination. It's, of course, based off of the Thieves blend. When you're sharing this, I love to teach in classes, even though you're teaching about a Thieves cleaner and you're teaching about the Thieves line and how you use it in your home, you need to have your bottle of Thieves oil as well, which I don't have. I had it here, but I think it went to fill a diffuser. So have your Thieves, this is clove or cobaiba, so it looks like Thieves. So have your oil and talk about how you use it, the individual oils that are in it, the clove, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus radiata, lemon, and rosemary, and how let people pass it around and let people smell it. Wouldn't you want your home to smell like this? I've only met like 2 people in 15 years that really didn't love the smell of Thieves. And it was after, because of an emotional issue, usually with clove, like the dentist's office or something. But most people, that combination usually reminds them of the holidays. And it's a great warm thing. So whenever we're talking about using it in our homes, I know when I first started and I was looking for things before that 4-month mark, when I met Young Living, I was looking at cleaning with vinegar, cleaning with, some of the other Castile soaps and things that are on the market. There's what's wrong with that? There are other ways to do it. Vinegar, number one, stinks. I don't like the smell of it. And it's not, there's also, when it comes to actually killing things and being effective as a cleaner, it's not as effective. It might help somewhat, but I want something that's really, like when I cut chicken on my countertops, I'm spraying with Thieves. Whenever I have had a spill or a diaper issue, we're going through some potty training and Thieves is what I want to use to clean my bathrooms. But yet it's also safe enough that if I'm putting it on my countertops and my children are playing on with Play-Doh, or I use it to clean my floors and they're on the floor, it's okay. It's safe for your kids and your pets. So think about the way that your skin is your largest organ. Anything that you're coming in contact with, you're absorbing. So think about that whenever you're exposing people to the truth about Thieves. There's nothing that that I come in contact with from a topical standpoint, from an aromatic standpoint. Even there's a Thieves Vitality that we can take internally for ingestion. Those are all things that we can adapt to and that are not going to be harmful to us, but are going to be effective to take care of microbials. We want to have something that is without harsh chemicals. So that's number one. We don't say it's toxin free, because that's not okay. That's one in the hot list whenever we're talking about it. We say it's free of harsh chemicals, but it's an effective cleaner. So one thing that you can do in your classes that I love is you can either take a bottle and take a spray bottle and show how you can, how a small amount can turn into an entire month's worth of cleaning, just one bottle. The other thing that's really nice is your Thieves samples. And if they aren't in stock right now, whenever you're watching this, that's okay. You can go back and use this. But the nice thing is having these Thieves samples. So having these on hand to send home with people when they come to your classes, or maybe even using your magazine to do some DIY options. You have the all-purpose, of course, there's mirror cleaner, and on the back here, it gives you the breakdown. You want people to see how you use it. Don't just hold up the bottle and talk about it. Actually show them, this is my spray bottle. You can show them, and you should be using it in your home if you're going to be selling it, right? And talking about it. But on page 22, there's a glass and mirror cleaner. There's a deep scrub. There's a carpet spot cleaner. It's talking about even doing a refrigerator clean. So I don't know if you grew up, and I still to this day have a box of baking soda in my refrigerator. It's what I grew up with, and it's a great scouring agent, but it's also good for getting rid of chemicals. I love how they show families in their environment using the products. This is talked about even getting food off of baked on food. So we have an entire line. It's not just the Thieves cleaners where we start, but then going to talking about your dish soaps, either dishwasher or and I love our dish soap. It's phenomenal. But for people who are used to a sudsy dish soap, you have to tell them this is not going to give you the suds. They add extra surfactant. Those harsh chemicals that they're adding to your cleaners are going to make it look all sudsy and make you think it's clean. But really, in the long term, what happens is there's harsh chemicals on your dishes. The same thing with detergent, our laundry detergent. I have a child who plays sports, and when she gets the uniform passed down to her from the teammates before, I have to wash those suckers because there is the traditional laundry detergent has little, I don't know how it keeps the scent of all those laundry detergent. You guys know what I'm talking about? Whenever you smell someone, they're coming, they smell like Tide, or they smell like whatever their laundry soap is, the Tide Pods that are so big right now. It is hard to get those smells out. So I will actually use my Thieves laundry detergent and soak my daughter's uniforms in those. I add a little Thieves oil and Digize to the detergent box. It gets all mixed in there. And I've had to do it twice. Once I get through, I do 10 drops of oil along with my detergent to try to get those nasty detergent smells out, because that's what it is. It's just clinging to that fabric. With Thieves, you're not going to have any clinging. Now, you're going to smell like Thieves. Honestly, my clothes, I just think things smell clean, but we get them dirty and we have to wash them again. That's part of it. Nothing is going to be holding on forever, because these, again, it's water-based. It's going to be getting your clothes clean. It's going to be making things white, but you also want to make sure that people understand that clean smell that they're experiencing is not good for their bodies to be absorbing all of that chemical every day as they're wearing it. The other thing is, I love that this talks about even cleaning. You have ceiling fans, you have detailing your car. It talks about cleaning the dashboards of your car and how you can use Thieves cleaner, diluting it and getting it clean. So use this magazine to be able to work with some ideas of how, what people are doing. Ask them, what are you using right now for your soaps and detergents? And do you know the ingredients in them? Help them look it up right there on the EWG app or the Think Dirty app, and then comparing it to Thieves. We know it's effective. We know it's safe. I think the biggest thing with people that you might have a green clean, it might be safe for you, but is it effective? And you can tell your personal stories. Go on to our brand partner page and look at pictures. There's pictures of shower doors that have used really caked on nasty stuff that people have had wonderful experiences, even cleaning the outside of their house, power washing a house with these. It is just as effective as it is safe. And that's what you need to be able to help people understand. The cost effectiveness is a whole other ballgame because they're so highly concentrated. So you can talk to people about, you can show them and not just tell them how you use it and how it's cost effective. I especially love So this is the refills. So whenever you do your hand soaps at every sink, people can start to slowly integrate thieves into their home. How cost effective it is to be able to do that. So make sure that you're using all these resources, listening to what we're saying, but using your personal story as well. And Keely is now going to talk to us about how we close a class and what direction we give people whenever they finish understanding the value of our product. Now, how do we get them to step into that subscribe to save program?
Thank you, Laura. Hey guys, this is Keely. So I'm going to also just tag on just a little bit with that do it yourself of what Laura was just kind of finishing up and showing that cost effectiveness. Some things that I personally like to do for these classes is the things you need to keep in mind. If you're going to be doing any kind of do it yourself class, if that's your jam, awesome. If it's not, it's okay. All right. This is your class. You make it your own. But if you're going to do it yourself, if you're going to do something like that, you want to keep it simple, okay? Cost effective, duplicatable. Don't make this complicated. It needs to be something that they feel confident that they can go home and recreate it themselves, and in just like a couple of minutes time, okay? That's going to be it right there. So you can, Laura mentioned, like, even I call them the hacks, showing them the hacks, okay? Talking about how concentrated our products are and how you can actually dilute them down and expand them over to be able to use them for several months at a time. Think of the laundry detergent hack, the dish soap hack, okay? If you really want it to foam, if that's what you really want, you can always just add that baking soda to it, okay? I do that too. It's so funny how that works in our minds, but you can show them that. And you can demonstrate it during the class if you want, or you can just show what you've already done yourself. If you like document on the outside, like I've actually written in permanent marker on the outside of my Thieves laundry detergent, showing them dating it when I filled it up, and they can see how long it's lasted me, like 6 months, guys. One bottle, depending on how much clothes you have and how many people are in your home, but that's amazing right there to just show that to them. They get excited about that. So show that to them. Show them what you do. Okay, you don't have to go out and recreate the rules. Show them what your lifestyle is, how you're living that lifestyle in your home. Another do-it-yourself I love personally to do is dishwashing tablets. I love these. These are like my new favorite. I've got them right here in a jar so you can kind of see them. I actually use silicone molds. This uses the Thieves household cleaner, and we'll add this in the resource page. But look, it's a cute little heart. It's just a silicone mold, like an ice cube mold, okay? And it's got Thieves household cleaner in it, washing soda, salt, citrus acid, all safe ingredients, super cheap. Something you could use this as something that you gift to them as they leave the class, or you could demonstrate it at the beginning of class. These little babies will set up in about an hour. I mean, they're liquid at first, but by the time your class is over, you should have something ready to go if you want to pop them out and send them home with your guest. So there's another idea right there for you. So, okay, I'm going to move on. Before we even get to how to close the class, I want to talk about handouts. I want to talk about what do we have for them to either take home, or if you're having a digital class, if you're online, okay, how are you going to do this? What are some resources that you can share with them? So I've got several things, and we'll have all this documented on the page so you can go check that out in the Google Doc, okay? But the Green Your Home, okay, Green Your Home from learnsharegrow.com. This is an amazing little website. Go check it out sometime and explore it. It's a free website, unbranded, that you can share. There's like quick little 2-minute videos on there. I'm thinking from a digital standpoint, this would be amazing to share, like this little Green Your Home video. It's 2 minutes long. You could text the link to your friends who are maybe asking for more information about class. You may have some that are just like, hey, I want to know more about what to expect. Send that to them, okay? You don't have to type it all out to them. Send them the video, okay? You could also, it'd be great to share in an online event page. So if you've set up like a Facebook event page or Eventbrite or something like that, and you want them to have something to go check it out, especially if you're marketing to like a cold market, so they'll know what to expect. This little video would be perfect for that. Again, explore that website, Learn, Share, Grow. There's free training. There's also class scripts on there that you can download and make your own, okay? Really cool, very versatile in that way. Another handout, another resource for you, the home cleaning guide. This is pretty new to us. We've only had it for a couple of months. The new Young Living Digital Library. Go check that out. Okay, this is a corporate gifted to us resource, and it's absolutely beautiful. The branding is very similar to the Clean Living magazine that we're talking about. So you're going to have that cohesiveness of what you're presenting to them. But that it's called the Home Cleaning Guide. It's the same quality design. I love that about it. You can send the link to anyone. It does not have to be a current customer or anybody. You can just send that link. They can go and explore that digital magazine themselves. It's perfect for digital classes, for them to actually see and flip through. You could actually be teaching the class, and in the sense of if you were in class and actually flipping through pages, you could be walking them through this. It's like, now check out page 26, or you could screen share on a Zoom and show it to them. Okay, there's so many ways you could do this. Page 29, and I'm sorry, before I do that, this particular guide can be downloaded and you can have it professionally printed if you want to do that. So there's that as well. I loved that. On page 29 of that guide, it has a 1-year guide to monthly bundles. I was so excited to see that. Page 28, the one right before it, is almost like a closing statement. It's almost like how to close your class right there, ready for you to do. Okay, I love that about it. So we'll have the link for you later. Also, another resource, the Greener, Cleaner Home. This is a PDF ready to print handout. It's a digital download, and I just have a black and white printer. That's okay. You don't have to have a colored printer. I mean, you could go have these professionally printed, and it is color. It's gorgeous. Or I could put a piece of purple paper in there and print it out, make it pretty. You do what you have, okay? Use the resources you have. This is an $8 download from Growing Healthy Homes, and it's wonderful. It's digital, it's timeless, okay? And by that I mean there's not branding that might change in years to come, okay? Everything that they mention as a substitute for some of these chemical cleaners, these harsh chemical cleaners, is going to be something we're always going to have, like the Thieves household cleaner, lemon oil, things like that. It's timeless. You're going to be able to use this. You can print out as many as you want or as less as you need. You know, whenever you're ready, print it out. You could also send the link to somebody if you want. But to me, this is an excellent one for an in-home class, to be able to have something to look at. And nobody wants to try to spell out ethylenamines, whatever that is. Nobody wants to spell that out. It's right here, okay? Formaldehyde. I don't know. I might could spell that. We'll see. But it talks about, it goes through all the different harsh cleaners, and it breaks it down of what it's known to cause. Respiratory distress, skin irritations. It breaks that down, okay? Somebody's going to look at this and go, that sounds like me. Or, oh, that sounds like my kid. Wow, maybe I should ditch the soap and detergent we've been using. They've been struggling with this XYZ. I wonder if I should ditch this. What would it do? Okay, so that's valuable, guys. But it also gives a little, and right here at the bottom, it'll give you a little substitute for a Young Living product. Love this. Excellent resource. It is worth the $8 for sure. Then the last one I want to mention, and this is fairly new to me, it's another Growing Healthy Homes. I don't have it here to show you, but it's called the Best Box Ever. It's a little booklet. It's $3.50. Laura, if you want to say something so the screen will pop back over to be able to see you. She's got it, hold it up.
It is right here, the Best Box Ever from Growing Healthy Homes.
Thank you. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's just a little booklet, $3.50. This is going to be pretty amazing. This could revolutionize a lot of your classes. I'm so impressed with this booklet. Okay, so there's several different pages in it, but it's showing you a breakdown of a 6-month guide based on 50 PV of how you could order. Laura, if you want to show it again, go ahead. Yep, she's showing it. So you can actually see a toxin-free home. She's screen sharing for us. Let's see if she's gonna be able to. Laura, you're screen sharing. Yeah. That's all right. So while she's getting that, that's okay. Keeping it real. Keeping it real. So whenever you're seeing this, it's going to show you like a 6 months breakdown, 50 PV level on each different thing, okay? It can match anybody's budget, okay? That's what we're going for. Imagine anybody's budget, but it shows them options to put on their subscribe to save. And there's a whole separate one for Thieves. There's even more in there. From when you're teaching other classes, there's an oiling one. I think there was a kids one. Okay, so this is a booklet that you could use for any of your classes. Know that. But there is a Thieves Greener Home kind of breakdown ready to go right there. Use it to provide a plan for your customers to get their home converted to the Thieves line. Okay. You could also, if for any of you veteran teachers out there, if you remember Sarah Harnish's Oilability and how she had like little 50 PV graphics and stuff that she would share with you, this is kind of like that, almost like a replacement that's already pre-printed and ready to go for us. Okay. Already a guide ready to send your customers on what they're going to do. Love that. So those are the 4 resources that we had for you guys. There's plenty out here. This is what we've used. You find what you like, what you use, but we wanted to keep it simple and affordable for you. So the last thing I wanted to go over is how to close. This is so important, guys. It's so important. Don't neglect closing your class. Guess who's been guilty of that before? Actually, several of us are raising their hand. Yeah. So that's why I'm speaking from the heart right here. You've got to close. If they actually came to your class, if they came in person or if they came online, they want to know how to get these products. Okay, so it's your responsibility to show them how to get that. So what I wanted to share with you that I thought was so simple was going back to that home cleaning guide in the Wild Digital Library on page 28. It's almost like a closing statement of how to green your house. I'm going to read a little bit of it for you. Eliminating harsh chemicals and toxins from your home does take work, but it does not have to be overwhelming. Melinda mentioned that. It's overwhelming when you start to think about label reading and things. It doesn't have to be, guys. Think of it as a journey, not as getting to a destination. You start by replacing the products that you use the most. Your household cleaner, hand soap, toothpaste. Every item you remove and replace improves your environment and your family's health. So folks switching out or around children or those with compromised immune systems, they can be more prone to harmful effects of harsh chemicals. Each month, switch out 1 to 3 household products for a safer, naturally derived products. Within a few months, you'll have a greener and cleaner home. Once you start cleaning with Thieves, you're going to wonder why you didn't switch even earlier. So there's several ways to get started. Listen to my verbiage here. This is your how to close. There's several ways to get started. The best way is with a bundle and subscribing to Save. Okay, see what I'm doing right there. All right. So we're showing them the best way first, and that's going to be getting on the subscription program. That's going to be choosing a bundle that fits their needs, because there's all kinds of savings right there for them right at the get-go. Show them some bundled options of these products. What's available right now? What is available on the website? Use that. Okay, that's what you're going to show to them. Explain the loyalty points and the percentage that you get back every month. What is current? Show that to them. Okay, that adds up. I love my bargains, and I'm telling that. I was like, I want to show you how to get the most bang for your buck right here. So then you could also show them either the 1-year plant-based home guide. That's what it's actually called. The 1-year plant-based home guide in the home cleaning guide. Okay, that's that digital download from Young Living. Or you could show them that 6 months guide from that Best Spock Ever booklet. Okay, that $3.50 booklet from Growing Healthy Homes. Pick something. Show them some options right there to go. There's actually more things listed in the back of the home cleaning guide that even gives them the full rundown of a lot of the Thieves products, even the prices. The fact that it's digital, Young Living will keep that current for us. Isn't that awesome? Yes. So we'll have a current price guide. So if they're doing their shopping list right there, okay. Then go ahead and share with them a customer option. Share with them, and here's your verbiage, as a good way to order as well. It is a good way. Make it however that fits their needs, okay? They're going to want to get something. So share it with them, their options. Give them their options. Start with the best first, okay? And here's another verbiage right here. This is your call to action right here. Ask, what products would you like to switch out first? Okay? That is an expectation. Do you hear that? You're expecting them to actually want to get it. It's not pushy. It's not pushy. Okay. It's actually being the most help to them right then and there. It's showing them, helping them come to a conclusion. What would they like to do? That all of the power is still in their hands. Okay. You're not pushing them to do anything. It's their choice. So don't leave it off, guys. Don't leave that statement off. You could reword it just a little bit, but I want you to hear how I said that. What products would you like to switch out first? Okay. Let's see. All right. And then help them to enroll. Customize their order. Yeah, you made it. You're done. Okay. Here's another quick tip, though. Talking about teaching our classes. If in person or even over the phone, however you are having this class, have them get out their cell phone or get on their computer if you're like on the phone with them or something, and start the order process themselves. Okay, this is important. It's important to let them sign up, because guess what they're doing, guys? They're also learning at the same time how to help someone else order in the future. Okay, they will unconsciously duplicate whatever you show them. All right, so if you show them that they're empowered and they can do this themselves, I'm not going to actually type in information for them. They're going to do it. Okay, you're there to answer their questions. You're there to help them out. That's it. You've got a customer. And with all the different things you share with them, you've probably got a customer in a life, and you've changed a family's life with what you just shared with them. So that's all I had.
This has been great. I hope it's encouraging to you, because if you're watching this, that means you're preparing for a class. We have given you some tools that have worked really well for us. We have this file that's in the Google Docs that you can get to. You can use anything that's there, and you'll be able to step into your own confidence. I just do the class. Just do the class. You will not regret it. You're going to help somebody, and sharing your own stories and sharing the products with a genuine and authentic perspective is always what's going to come across the best. So practice if you need to on people that you love. Call a mentor, an accountability partner that you have, and say, I need to practice. But right now, set the date for when you're going to do it. Start inviting people. Get it out there that you're going to do this, and be confident in it. Speak affirmations that people are going to attend, that they're going to be open to what you have, and also affirmations that you're going to meet new people that you don't know that need Young Living in their lives. All right. Well, thank you for joining us. Do you need to add anything else, Melinda? Keely? Good to go? All right. Well, thanks for joining us. And
Simple. It's simple.
Keep it simple. Keep it simple for easy duplication. If you're a brand partner, we're going to keep it simple. Keep it real. Have a great day.